Oh, I'm
gonna piss you off.
Oh, I love pissing people off. It's my
This one
favorite
is,
thing to do.
I'm gonna read this story.
You're not gonna talk about my wiener again, are you? That's gonna piss me off.
We don't want to embarrass
That's
you.
hilarious.
But it's gonna piss me off.
SmashCastBros, keep it local, keep it cash. Tell the feds to kiss your ass. I'm Ty.
I'm Moo.
I'm Trigger.
I'm G-Dubs.
He's on cue tonight. Look at that. So
I got scolded last
real
time.
Quick.
So.
Really?
I get hit with a newspaper like I'm a puppy peeing on a rug.
Light shaming.
Now, real quick, so this must not be the one that's going to piss us off.
No.
Okay.
You'll be happy about this one.
I am sensitive.
I forgot to mention that it is Ford Mustang's 60th anniversary this year. So
they made it that long?
to Ford. They never stopped, have they? I mean, their pride and joy has got to be that Mustang too.
60
the new one's electric. It was a real lightning
They talked that was the only production car that they were going to make anymore was a Mustang. Everything else was going to be crossover SUVs, trucks.
And it's an electric car.
60 years of
Eat
pounding
Maki.
the crowds.
So proud.
Yeah.
Okay.
Way back in the Le Mans days when they were fine-tuning their craft.
This guy, everybody look at his face. Boop,
Yeah.
boop, 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 boop. He's a cop. In Pennsylvania, of all places. So, Pennsylvania, a police officer in York County, Pennsylvania, is accused of raping a 13-month-old child.
How's that possible?
York City police officer Stephen Kyle Cugini was arrested on Tuesday and faces a list of charges including rape and aggravated indecent assault after an investigation by Pennsylvania State Police. So if these guys get arrested for shit like that, you want to hope that that's not the case. You want to hope that, okay, this is not true, you know. But the police don't arrest guys without giving them some sort of benefit of the doubt and doing that investigation. That investigation has netted something. Troopers from Lycans first responded to reports of severe bruising of a 13-month-old child between April 11th and April 15th, according to the TV station. An investigation found that the infant suffered broken bones, severe bruising, and sexual violence. Throw away the fucking key. Put him in Gen Pop, like Moody said. Let the
family ass rape him with a cactus.
I wouldn't even want him to get to prison.
No. Gen Pop. And then pay-per-view to watch him get beat and raped by everybody.
There you go.
Also, we need to reform. Guards don't need to be stepping in. Just, oh no, we better hurry. Oh,
it's
union
our
break time.
Mandatory 15-minute break. We'll be right back.
Oh, well, line the guards up and let them have a shot at it too.
I think they would.
No, the guards stand there. You guys be good. It is a union-mandated break right now. We will be back in about half an hour.
And are you guys
Don't
union?
get
Oh,
up to
you're not
anything naughty.
Yeah. Now, be careful. All right.
Be good little boys and girls.
But
So now that we're talking about
how, sorry, I'm trying to word this right. How sick in the head do you have to be to do this? I don't understand this. When and I don't understand it. I don't. But yet there's also people out there that are
mentally unstable.
Well, obviously, what are they? What they're doing is they're contributing and saying, "Okay, but this is not necessarily a mental illness."
Was it his kid? Was it his girlfriend's kid?
This is their.
I don't know.
This is
Doesn't matter.
what they
Doesn't
like.
really matter.
He needs to die.
They are.
If they find out he's guilty,
violently.
Slowly.
He's got a story to defend himself. Whether it makes any sense, do you want to hear it or no?
Wasn't me. I was watching TV in the other room.
And the kid masturbated himself and beat himself up.
When he talked to investigators, Swingy blamed the injuries on diaper rash, a fall, and the family dog. He later admitted that the injuries happened while he was taking care of the child alone. So
So you can clearly
a
tell.
dog-
You can clearly
wait,
tell
wait,
Deborah.
wait. So
a dog
he's,
not going to get over. Go ahead.
He's trying to plead it down to child neglect.
No, he's not pleading anything yet. He's not at a.
Well, no, he claims that it's diaper rash.
Dog
and
is knocking him down.
Dog.
Her-
But the
her-
diaper
her-
rash, while they were alone, okay, that's still negligence.
The doctor found something
Yeah.
that made him call.
Semen's a pretty good trail.
Wow.
Oh, come on, dude.
No, I mean,
They said destruction, signs of sexual violence. That's a pretty big tell.
yeah.
That ain't diaper rash.
Like you said, it's 13 months old.
Yeah, a year old.
So I mean,
Now, go ahead.
In Pennsylvania.
which Pennsylvania lets everybody go.
Right. He's probably already out. Fucking leftist.
Now there is,
I'd hate to be living in that state.
yeah, and
Uh-huh.
I'm not by any means
I
saying
don't.
this is okay because I feel it's gross, nasty,
Hold on, wait.
indecent, whatever. It is so. It grosses me the fuck out. It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I knew it trigger, the whole trigger.
Let's
the-
put this to
The biggest
another.
thing I have to look at is different cultures. Look at different cultures that allow girls to get married at 12
Well, hold
to a
on.
guy that already has 15,
Age
12-year-old wives.
50-some years old.
Let-
But there's also different or ethnic origins that allow I don't even know, but vaginal scrotum mutilation of their young children to prevent urges. They will literally sit there and hack their daughter's vajayjay apart or their son's tallywhacker apart as part of their ethnicity.
But this is not that kind of thing. This is fucking America.
Ty, I'll put this.
But
a
even if there
different-
was, I don't think there's any group that
hold
does
on.
it at 13 months.
Let me,
13-year-old, still not right, but 13 months? I mean, that's like
Let me
That's like
puppy
a
comes out,
That's
you
like a
beat it with a-
Pomeranian.
that's like beating a seal.
let me say
With a
something
club.
that'll bring this a little closer to home for you. Your granddaughter's age.
She's not quite that old, but yeah. I've already been thinking about that.
Yeah.
I know that's
So, anyway.
what you're trying.
I'm not trying to get anybody pissed off, but there's certain things, there's certain evils out there that exist that people don't want to admit exist. Well, here it is, right in our.
And there's certain groups that have been brought into, or not brought in, that have been allowed to come to the U.S. that
It's going to happen every day now.
show and have been known to show this type of stuff. And then there's the sexual predator side of it, which I am going to go out on a limb and assume that this guy is a sexual predator about
He's a
it.
cop.
Okay.
Doesn't mean
Not all
anything.
cops are good. Not all cops are bad.
A lot of cops have gotten busted for raping women roadside.
A lot of cops have got busted for planting evidence.
They need to be
planting
more
drugs
careful
in
because
cars to
I'm
make
guessing
arrests.
there's a certain percentage of that wasn't originally rape.
Well, there's that one cop down in
No,
Florida.
there's
that
one I'm thinking of. It was legit.
there-
Okay, maybe, but there, like I said, there's going to be a certain amount of them that are.
Yeah.
Was it that one cop? I think it was a cop down in Florida. Had got accused and convicted of, I think, 38 counts of rape
That's the
different
one.
women on traffic stops, and he got what, like 338 years plus 5 life sentences.
You won't make it that long.
No.
And no, but I'm just saying that I don't by any means fucking condone it. I think it's gross. I think it's nasty. And if
A guy like that
if
in
I
prison.
catch it, I would beat somebody to death. I will
Luckily,
go.
there's
I will
Gen
go.
Pop.
I will go to prison.
all
I
that,
don't
and
care.
Epstein didn't hang himself.
See, the
Mhm.
issue is, typically, I think with cops, they put them in protective custody because they're at risk. Nah, motherfucker. They did really terrible things. Put them in Gen Pop, and, maybe he struggled to get through a door.
Put a tattoo on his forehead of what he did.
Yeah. Hey, we're giving you a free tattoo.
I don't know.
There's no mirrors in this place, so you ain't going to know what it says.
Yeah.
Just thinking that this grown-ass man can do this, I want to throw up that fucking Chinese, but...
Anyway, next.
Hey, meanwhile, back at the
On
ranch.
a lighter note.
Dude, find a fucking goat or a sheep. Leave the fucking kids alone. And
I mean, it's one thing, and I'm not condoning, but it's one thing to do it to a 13, 15, 16-year-old girl, but to do it to a 13-month-old that, I mean...
Defenseless.
I mean, and 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, well, at this day and age, at 13,
they're doing it themselves
anyway, so... But
at least they can say no.
Not your
they
daughter,
say
though.
Stop.
Yeah.
But a 13-month-old. A 13-month-old can't even freaking walk. They can't run away. They can't freaking...
I don't want to say it, because I don't know if it's a boy or girl. It is just now finally picking its head up, probably. Who knows?
13 months old, they're maybe crawling, maybe walking. But, I mean...
Not that one.
How's that going to affect its development going forward?
Oh, it's... Hopefully it doesn't remember.
Well, it's not going to remember it, but, I mean, it's parts.
There's still trauma, scarring.
I was going to say, and there's the long-term effects of it. Okay, say she turns... Say it's a she. I don't know. If it is a female... Say when she gets 20, she gets married and they want to have kids. This guy, maybe he damaged stuff to where she can't have kids.
Oh, come on.
And now he just destroyed her life.
If he's willing to do that, he's just a fucking pindick.
Hold on. Continued to destroy her life.
Yeah, now she has reigning effects for the rest of her life. She can not be a mother. She cannot be a grandmother. She cannot be a great-grandmother.
We don't know that.
Can't just go to a truck stop and... throw $5 to the local crackhead. At least that's a legal adult.
This useless fuck is no better off than that doctor at Auschwitz that was cutting guys' nuts off just to see the effects.
Well, he's just as much of a piece of shit as that Larry Nassar guy.
Yes, very much so.
We're going to shift gears, get away from that. I just wanted to get...
Let's get to something brighter.
Okay, so who was the first celebrity that died really hit you hard? Like someone you were really into. I don't really have any. I don't know if you guys do. I was just this one I seen. Whatever. And another one is which...
I think Tina's pulling up in the side-by-side.
Taking off?
No, listen. Boom. Boom.
Probably Meatloaf is a celebrity.
Yeah.
I wanted to go see him in concert, but then he passed away.
Well, you won't do that.
Hey, when you have gravy in your veins, it's gonna happen.
Let's define celebrity.
Anybody famous?
Household name of sorts. Might not be
Davey Ellison.
Okay. I don't really have any.
Dale Earnhardt is the only one I could think of.
Debbie.
Yeah, Dale Earnhardt hit a lot of people hard, and I don't know why. Who?
Debbie?
Little Debbie?
She did a lot of stuff in Dallas.
No, she's Big Debbie.
I thought he was talking about Little Debbie's.
I don't know.
Oh.
You two be the ones I'd ask.
Not me.
Or another one, which actor instantly ruins a movie for you? I would say Robert De Niro for me.
Just because you know where he stands.
I used to not mind him, but now I can't fucking stand him.
And he's married to like a 25-year-old woman.
Oh,
Who the
yeah,
hell is
that's
it?
okay.
No, she's still around.
Kristen Stewart.
Kristen Stewart. Oh,
She ruins a movie for you?
Chick off
Twilight.
of Twilight.
I don't know.
That chick ruins a movie for me.
Okay.
I don't know if I don't watch that much TV or
Right,
movies,
you
so I
don't.
don't have anybody that ruins.
Okay, so that was just one. Okay.
So Bambi Woods is 68 years old. She's Debbie.
and she's got a vagina like this.
Hello.
Look at the chick that did 989 men in one night.
Oh God.
Oh no!
What?
She took on, in 24 hours, 989 men or 886 men or something in one night.
That's like a dunk.
Oh, yeah.
One after another. It's like,
They must have been prepped. It must have been like 10 fluffers
Oh,
in a
yeah,
row.
it was.
World's Longest Gangbang, starring Annabelle Chong. Billed as having sex with 300 men, total of 251 sex acts.
well, sex actually, you could be the mouth, it could be the butt, it could be, you could be like,
That was a video in 1995.
Oh, no, this was recent. This chick.
Houston, 2014. Houston, 620. Oh, there's a video.
Hey, Moody, save.
Hold on, wait.
I'll watch this later tonight.
There it is. Lisa Sparks.
There you go. That one.
919 guys in a single day.
There you go. That one.
Holy shit, dude.
It occurred during Eroticon 2004, a Polish convention. So basically, it's a bunch of dudes lining up, keeping themselves fluffed for one slip and slide trip, and then shuffle on down the line.
Did each guy finish?
No, you can't. So 24.
So it was just a poke and run.
Yeah, it's just,
60.
I need to get a world's record.
There's
I think if I was like guy 5, it's gonna be wrapped. That thing's gonna be
1440
wrapped because
Yeah.
there's 800 guys behind me.
919.
If I
each man gets 1.56 minutes.
Just short of 2 minutes.
You get a minute and a half.
if they finish, they finish.
A minute and a half.
What if
That's-
you're next
hold
in
on,
line? The
wait,
guy's going like
wait.
3 minutes. You punch him in the back of the head.
That's her.
No, you come on his back.
Hold on. That-
You've been jacking off.
Here, let me help you.
That's spending a solid 24 hours
Oh, shit.
with their legs up in stirrups, because there ain't no way she's going to hold her legs up that long. And each guy comes up, they get a minute and a half, and they shuffle on down the line, whether they finish or not.
So what they do is a minute and a half, and the guy that just finished, you go stick it in his butt. it's just like fill the hole.
It turns into a train.
Just one.
Everybody's doing
The guy goes, woo, sick. I get sloppy 900s.
Oh, dude, are you almost done yet? Just about.
bringing up the rear. Choo choo.
Well, so am I then.
Come on, dude. The locomotion.
Jesus.
So that's a person that's got a real obsession with sex. To say,
Well, she wanted
I
to
want to
say-
get a record of 900 dudes putting their wiener in me.
Well, like
She
you
was
said,
already in porn. She just wanted to be more known in porn.
Yeah, but who wants to touch that after
No way.
900 guys in 24 hours have been there?
If say, I mean, they're fluffing the shit out of it. They're just about there. Okay, it's my turn. Half of them blow their loads in there.
I was going to say.
I think she-
and not to mention up above. Yep, that's the chick.
Great tits.
I mean, if she's got her legs freaking held up in stirrups, there has to be.
She's probably been over.
Just say, okay, even at that, there's got to be a fucking constant. I mean, they probably borrowed one of freaking Moody's 55-gallon drums of lube and just stuck a little ball on there so it was constantly dripping
hold on.
down.
You know
to
she's
contribute lube.
So,
You
by
know,
the way,
for
that
part
was,
of that, she's bent over the bench or whatever, eating because it's 24 hours. She's gonna eat, just eating.
she's gotta
some
get
some
protein
poor
shakes.
dude's giving it everything he's got, and she's just sitting there. This is really good Chinese food.
Well, she didn't need lube because she's pre-lubed with all the guys that filled
she
her.
sure as hell didn't need anything to
Not
drink.
to mention, they probably did a selection, and they probably chose them all like freaking tied, where they're only going to wear out the first inch.
So it's funny you brought up the lube thing.
Okay.
2018, a year ago, in 2018, or today in 2018, I made them barrels. tomorrow in 2018, I put them in Moody's front yard.
Nice. That's
All those
awesome.
pictures hit my phone today.
Oh, shit.
Was that the antelope?
Yeah.
The best part about that was then he loaded up in the bed of his truck and we went to Applebee's.
I went down there to see if he got rid of them yet, and it was funny, and we are just gonna make fun of him or whatever. No, they're still in his fucking front yard after he was home for
I
hours.
drove around him.
It's like that's
I
a
saw it
fucking
and was
asshole.
like, I'll deal with it tomorrow. He stopped by, picked him back up. Then we went to Applebee's, and he backed up to 66 with these antelope barrels still in the
That's
bed.
awesome.
Of course, it was a Dodge. It fits.
Ram. It was a Ram. Come
Female
on.
sex organ is what the hood on is.
That was funny. When some dude pulled in right behind us, laughing his ass off. He got out of his car. Yeah. Anyway, what else do we have? In an abusive relationship with the cost of living.
Time for the first
That's me.
beer.
No shit.
Other notes. Prison dogs. Did you know prisoners get dogs?
Therapy dogs?
Certain ones.
I don't know.
Responsibility
Gavin
training.
did a tour. Yeah, sometime this week. He did because he's in the criminal justice class. Did a tour of the prison, and he came home and told Ma about it. And she goes, "Did you know those prisoners get dogs?" And I'm like, "For fucking pets?" And she's like, "No, I don't know. You're gonna have to ask Gavin about it." So I did, and he said they're training them. One guy's been there 40 years. He's had 20 dogs.
So I've actually heard
Might as
about
well
this. They
give
use
them something to do. I mean,
they use because they need to rehabilitate the prisoner. They teach them to train dogs.
and cats.
But
I've seen video.
they have a state-of-the-art fucking kitchen for culinary class.
Yeah, but you can't trust all prisoners with a knife.
One prison guard for the whole thing. All those knives laying out in 20, 30, who knows how many people.
Yeah,
they're
all checked in before they can leave.
Doesn't matter.
But it's also the inmates in good standing. If you get a freaking ticket,
Trustees.
whatever,
drugs or
You're-
that
you,
shit,
you get
you're
put in
out
there
of
for
freaking-
sexual.
you're-
Whatever.
you're out of
They're not going to be
force.
violent criminals playing with knives.
You're in for having a little bit of weed on a weekend.
No, somebody.
Go cook.
And the following weekend, it's fucking legal.
They have to meet a certain criteria. It could be a rapist or a murderer, but they have to be clean and clear of any tickets, mishaps, or anything inside for X amount of freaking so long before they're allowed in the course.
Another guy self-immolated.
Oh,
But
yeah, I heard
this
about
one's
that.
about Trump.
Oh, that was. I seen that today. I was watching
Let them burn.
on the news.
Okay.
And they were reporting on the Trump, the 12th juror, and he's reporting to this guy over here is like fucking lighting himself on fire.
The only way anybody will listen to me is if I light myself on fire.
Now,
Did he die?
Yeah,
Good.
pretty sure he died.
Well,
The
the
dumbass.
Fox reporter said there's a heavy stench of
Burning flesh.
Jesus Christ.
no, that culinary school on the other side of the road, that is a state of the art put on by Calvin College. They have fronted the money. They also have a state of the art welding.
These
facility
criminals are
that's
getting better school than my
put
children.
on by Calvin College, and auto mechanics put on by Calvin College, all in a prison. They have a $2 or $3 million state of the art truck driving simulator to help these guys learn how to drive a truck, all the backing, all that shit. So when they get out, they can go get a CDL and drive.
But with a felony record, only the really shitty companies are going to hire them.
Or
And
an
they're-
operator, which
hold
you
on.
come out of there with $20 in a bus ticket. So
And you're not hauling
So
hazmat.
what false bullshit is the prison and the schools selling these guys? Because like I said, with a felony record, you can't work for half of these. Not even half.
You're going to work for a company like Same Day, who just wants a warm body in a truck.
or DBC or TLC or any
They're
of those.
private companies. I mean,
FBN, Fly By Night.
Or
MOO trucking.
I mean, I guess they could drive for what is it? BFI, beverage company. Bunch of fucking idiots.
GFI.
GFL.
No. There's
GFL.
There used to be a
GFL.
BFI. It was BFI or garbage company, whatever. And
GFL's
down
got to be at the
Southern.
top. Get fucked, loser.
No, it's what is that? Green for Life, I think, is what that stands for.
And I just started noticing them in the last freaking 6-8 months popping up big time around here. But then
Right, I didn't know they existed until somebody went to work for them. I'm like, fucking didn't even know they existed.
They're everywhere. They're fucking everywhere.
Well,
Okay,
yeah, like I said,
who's there?
Jason.
I thought he worked for the red one.
GFL.
GFL.
I think it's one and the same now. I think they got bought out or something.
Okay, because I still see the red ones
Yep.
running around, and
Yep,
then I
but
see
they're still using the equipment. I
neon
think.
green.
I don't know the whole story on it.
But I also seen in some Instagram videos and shit of their GFL stuff out west and like Minnesota, Montana. Are they a friggin' nationwide company?
Like,
Like
Yes.
waste
Different-
management?
Yes.
It's a Canadian company.
Yeah.
Is
They're
it?
just
Okay,
buying up all the small town ones, I think, and going from there. They're trying to. They can be. I think they have potential to do big things. I think, unless
Because mine's through Granger. I don't know who you guys are through.
Same.
I actually thought about seeing what they're paying.
Okay.
I used Granger, but it's one of the few services I could easily get out there.
We used I don't know Les's service
Which
or
is
some fucking
Granger
thing.
now.
Is it?
Was sold to Granger.
See, they're buying up
Probably why
everything.
we have the same pickup date.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Same truck.
Sorry.
Well, okay, since we're talking about trash, so if they institute a recycling bin program, you guys gonna sort it for them so they can dump it into the same trash receptacle?
We need a cardboard dumpster in town. One big one.
Yeah.
Used to have one downtown at the
I know.
recycling center. And
Yeah,
we
but
would
he
visit
couldn't
it.
make
Fuck
it
yeah,
work.
I know.
Well, here's
he
the thing:
did.
is you have to pay to get rid of cardboard.
Really?
Yes.
Are you talking about one of those standard lumber?
Yeah.
Yep.
Rob
Yeah,
I think he
Recycle
passed
Ionia
away.
is what it was.
Peabody.
I think he did.
They're still open
Whoa.
every other weekend, I think. They still
That's
open
the
up.
teen center now.
Yeah, that's where our kids were going.
I think every other weekend they open up for a little bit to take recyclables.
Probably should have opened both episodes with this. We're coming into warm weather.
Are we? Doesn't
What?
feel like it.
Look 3 times for fucking motorcycles, please. I know too many people that have been hit or whatever, but I just there isn't enough time to react when you pull out in front of a fucking motorcycle.
Okay, let me add something to that too.
Mhm.
Not saying anything against motorcyclists. I'm not.
Some
But
are
you need to pay
fucking dumb.
attention also because the assholes in the 4-wheelers aren't going to see you.
Oh yeah.
Make sure you pay attention diligently.
A motorcyclist has both hands on the handlebars. He doesn't have a phone in his hand.
Yep.
The cars always do. I don't care. The guy that stands in front of me and says, I never touch my phone while I'm driving. I can pretty fucking sure shit say bullshit.
Oh, I guarantee.
Well,
you.
hold on, Ty. You and I drive truck, and we can look down into everyone's cars
Every fucking car.
constantly. I think the worst I saw was the dude was holding it high enough it could be seen through the windshield, and he was watching a video.
Debbie.
Did you see that guy in that gray Volkswagen Passat rear-end another car while he was on TikTok?
I did. He still claims it wasn't.
No. I don't think I've ever seen a gray Passat in an accident.
No, it was a Jetta.
Oh, Jetta. There you go.
One and the same.
It's true.
All right. So I pulled up to a light, and I'm looking. I got far enough forward. Car ahead of me started going, so I started looking down the road, looking for a gap in traffic, and I found one, and I went for it without checking to make sure the car ahead of me had actually gone. So they started going. I actually pulled the video.
Did you?
They went forward a little bit and stopped because they chickened out of the gap that they were going for, and I never checked.
Not gonna lie, I did the same to
Nick Braden.
a former coworker.
Yeah, you did.
I come off of M6 at Broadmoor. He was in front of me.
That's
And I
a
was
pretty
looking-
common accident.
I was looking at him. I was
Cop
looking.
showed up. I was like, I just didn't check to make sure they had actually gone.
I seen his brake lights go out, and he started rolling forward. And I was looking down the road. I'm like, "Yep, I got enough time." And I didn't even look back forward. I stood on it, turned around, wham! Got out. Nick got out. Said, "We're both gonna be late. Let's deal with this back at the shop."
Yeah, let's go punch in, then go fuck off the rest of the day.
And we did. And he come back. He says, "Don't worry about it. Didn't
So,
do anything."
I think moral of the story is, if you see a gap in traffic, still check to make sure that car ahead of you
Yes.
actually went.
Almost every time, dude. Every time you see an incident around that area that you were at, that's usually the case.
Because someone started to go and chickened out, and the second person did not check to make sure they actually went.
100%.
And even more on the subject that we were on.
And
Watch
actually,
for fucking motorcycles.
and
Watch
actually,
for fucking motorcycles.
now I find
More importantly, watch for scooters.
Well,
now
yours doesn't run anyway.
Oh, yeah. That's good now.
Those dogs that are scooting across your carpet. Those scooters.
Hey, we seen a Chevy go scooting by today.
yeah, dragging its ass across the asphalt.
Yeah, we seen a Chevy with, what did I say it
Carolina
was?
squat.
Gen 3 Camaro with a 400-pound fat man wearing a mullet.
No, we seen,
No, that'd be like
on my own.
the side.
no.
Side scrape.
truck went by, and I'm like, hey, Moody, look, that truck's got worms. He's going in the corner with the ass dragging.
That was because it was a high-end air-rated machine.
No, it had the Carolina
No,
Linear
it
with
might have had the it might have had high-end air ride, but he can only afford half of the kit, so he put it on the front.
Which I don't
We're in the
understand
80s, we
because
just
it's
did the back.
expensive. What's the fun?
Yeah.
It's like everything's like backwards.
Yeah.
80s are like fucking asses
Well,
sticking
hold on.
up. Like,
No,
The
that's
thing
the
is-
70s.
See, if you put the ass
And
up,
80s.
if you lift up the back, then you're always going downhill, so you go faster.
breaking that wind.
big leaf. All you can see is the big leaf springs.
Or you had the old Leaf Spring 70s cars that had the drop shackles that had like 7 bolt holes out of it, hung that far down the freaking.
Then they had a bar with a little nub on it. Come up and
Yep.
keep your
Yeah,
ass.
the slapper bars.
Fucking Schrader valve sticking up by the hitch.
Yep. Yep, for the air shocks.
Okay, who would be your 6 carrying you right now if you were to perish? Who'd be your 6?
6 Toyota forklifts.
What capacity?
I think
Man, I
6
don't know.
at
We
$4
would definitely
grand.
need like 12 for you.
What is it? Rather be
Probably you 3.
Judged by
judged by
12,
12 than
by
carried
6.
by 12?
You 3.
Sorry, I'm
Heaton.
fat, right?
See, the downside is, at my funeral, I don't get to see you guys fucking laboring at carrying that coffin.
Oh, dude, I'm going to throw you in the back of the truck and back up to the freaking hole in the ground real quick and jack the brakes.
But the
Let it
downside
slide
is, with how advanced in age you two are, I might actually outlive you.
Yeah.
I don't know if your heart's got it in it.
Well, it's got
Between
plenty- it's got
you
plenty of
two?
stuff around it.
I might be the oldest, but with the bacon consumption you get and the bacon consumption you get,
Speaking of bacon grease, because you can't. We're walking through Meyerson Inn and just happened to look over. You can buy the shit at Myers.
Yeah.
Bacon grease.
It's actually really good if you're going to make scrambled eggs. You put some bacon grease in the pan and to lube it up.
who'd be your 6? Because you fucking guys eat so much bacon. Nobody? You got nothing?
I'm not getting carried. Just cremate my ass. Shove me in the oven first thing in the morning.
He's got an urn that's about it's about this big.
Well, hold on. You're missing one very critical part. So when they cremate a fat person, they do it first thing in the morning, so the oven is still cold, because the grease fire gets out of control if it's too hot.
He's not lying. The bigger people get burned in the morning.
So
That way they don't spend as much on gas for the rest of them.
Well, it's like some people like to get all that really hard labor out of the way early.
so like
They call that seasoning the.
so your ashes.
They use one of those pizza fucking scrapers.
So your ashes or your remains when the oven is done doing its thing is actually just your bones ground up.
Yeah, that's what they give back
That's
to
all.
you is your bones and teeth ground up.
Yeah. Everything else is burned away.
Speaking of that,
Amy
On a
is
positive
adamant.
note.
so today I went to Uncle Cecil's old house because I had to check something.
Yeah, you guys were doing the pool there.
The fucking stench.
Oh yeah,
It's
when I was a
not-
kid.
It's not chicken shit. It's
Really?
not chicken shit. It's fucking dead fucking chicken.
Oh,
smell.
it was chicken shit when we were kids, and it was horrible.
That
I hated
smell-
going over there.
That smelled better than that smell.
Seriously, why I thought they burned them over in Coopersville.
You go down. You go. So we have Uncle Cecil's house. Take a right, and you go past the next house.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Well, Murray's.
Kurt Shade.
Kurt
Sage.
Yeah.
His uncle.
Why Doug?
So what they're doing is all behind his house. They got these fucking
Spreading them.
trenches, and they're fucking putting the birds sawdust and burying them.
Holy shit! How many birds they had to kill?
2-3 million.
Holy fuck, dude!
Put some lime in there.
I'm sure they're doing something.
More than just sawdust.
So they're I heard they're burning them. But I know they're doing that out there because
I
went
see
there.
I
They got
see there's
these-
something going on.
They
out
got
there.
these huge, basically like we got mulch in 140 yards of mulch. It's all sawdust. All these trucks are just filing it.
Yep,
And apparently there's a way you stick the birds and you cover them in sawdust and dirt and decompose them and the amount of money
So,
it's costing.
for
I don't
co-
know if insurance company's picking all this up.
For context,
Well, no.
Our local
we're going
egg-
to pick it up in the future.
Yeah. For context, our local it's one of the biggest egg producers in our state,
Produce a lot for
And the
McDonald's.
nation.
in the nation. I
They're
would-
just probably one of, if not the
I was
biggest.
say they're probably one.
We
of the
had
top
a
five
bird
biggest
bird
egg
flu
producers in the
disease,
nation.
some damn thing came through and got all the birds in certain.
Avian flu, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Chew.
So you never
Did
answered.
you know cows can get it?
Bird flu,
Ryan
or
hasn't been working for 2 weeks because the cows got it and all the cows are quarantined.
And so all I can think of with that is mad cow disease.
I
Our
met her
local,
before too.
our local one's number 12 in 2022.
Do you know?
Okay.
Do you know why PMS is called PMS? Mad cow was taken.
Hold on. So we're number 12 with 8.3 million hens. The lead producer has 46.78 million hens.
And that's in the U.S.?
That's in the U.S. That's in I'm not sure where that is. Let's find out. But that's a huge amount of birds.
Can you
They're
imagine if they get it? You wipe out that many fucking birds?
Egg prices are
They're
going
They
taking
what they say
quadruple.
12 weeks to replenish all them birds or something. That isn't bad.
2 years.
2 years.
2 years to recover from it.
established in Jackson, Mississippi.
You go by the organic one, and there's fucking trucks lined up, dump trucks, and
Ugh. Imagine what your fucking clothes smell like at the end of the night. God.
Well,
So you
hold
didn't
on.
answer your question.
Hold on. Think of the toll on the person that
I
has
did.
to spend.
I answered it better than the rest of you.
Think of the toll on the person who has to spend an 8-hour day just killing chickens.
or smelling, because these birds,
Fucking neon.
these birds are. I mean, they had to kill them all at once. They're not just like,
Yeah.
oh, we're gonna kill.
How do they kill them? Do they smoke the building out and then shovel them up with scoop shovels?
idea.
Well, no. A few years ago, they just lit a building on fire.
Every couple
They
every
stopped
couple
doing
months.
that now because they got the fucking bird flu.
Yeah. Jeez.
They control it.
Their luck ran out.
They weren't fighting global warming just right.
We got to pay more in taxes.
Yeah.
What question? Who's my
Who's
six?
your 6 people?
I said you 3 here probably, and then Heaton and I don't know, Gavin.
That's 5.
That's 5 more than all of you did.
I haven't got the chance to. Everybody else.
No, I've already decided. Cremate the fuck out of me.
But if you had to be carried,
I'm not getting skull fucked by worms for all eternity.
just us.
They'll stop after all the fats.
Actually, what you could do is
Well, the worms are going to live for eternity.
wait. You might be able.
There's that.
Like, the worms will say, I'm just going to kill myself. I can't live this long.
So there are people
I can't take it
online.
anymore.
There are people that provide a service where you provide them with like a cattle skull, and they give it to insects that eat all the flesh off, and then they can give
They
you
call
back
that
a
maggots.
bare bone
Yeah, you're
cattle skull. Yeah.
You bury it in the ground. I think it's 3 weeks.
So you might be able to get that. So most of you is cremated, but your skull goes off. They do that, and then they provide it back to your kids, so they can have your skull, staring at them.
My kids would 100% use me for Halloween.
Amy would, for
Oh,
sure.
I know. The kids
Your
probably
kid's
do.
like, I don't think that's right. Amy's like, fucking A, it's right.
Get rid of the
Watch
flesh.
this.
I want the skeleton.
Stick him in a hole. We want the whole fucking skeleton.
What I
Or-
say? You 3, Heaton. Who else I say? Carter,
You said your kid.
my kid.
So
That's it.
us 3, Heaton, Carter, and Gavin.
Hold on.
I don't think Gavin would. I
What-
think I'd have to find a.
Would any of you donate your body to science?
Nope.
Like,
I don't think science is that
there's decomposition labs where they throw your body in a hole, cover you up, and then they come back however long later.
When my alcohol content starts to burn, they're gonna need fucking welding helmets.
As I say, a lot of the time they don't even do that. They have a big pile in a warehouse of dirt, and they bury you in a certain section, and they'll check in on it and see what the composition is.
so
and when
college
it's all
kids
done,
can learn.
yes, when it's all done, you can actually come back, or somebody can come back and collect your bones and take them to bury them.
You know what the sad thing is with all the preservatives people eat, I gotta imagine bodies are decomposing slower and slower and slower because you have so many. I mean, not that
Microplastics.
Doritos have.
Well, that's where I was gonna say.
You're probably
Once
gonna
my skin falls off, it's going to be one solid loaf of fucking Dorito.
Well, and it's
Lunch
also
meat.
the embalming chemicals stop you, or that's what helps you preserve you. If you was doing a natural burial where there was no tomb, no casket, no embalming, and I do believe it's 3 to 6 weeks, you're left with just bones.
That's what I'm saying. The preservatives that we eat, does your body actually last longer than it would like back in the 20s, where they ate real food and had no preservatives. I mean, the shelf life is like, you better eat it fucking now, because if you don't, it's
we need to get a doctor up here to give us these answers.
I don't know, but I could tell you that back then we healed faster.
I used to heal a lot faster. That's for fucking sure. My foot's still going.
Now,
Weeks
my
later.
6
Yeah.
would be you and Moody. Not you, Greg, sorry.
That's fine. I'm not that strong.
Brother.
Scott, my brother,
Joe?
and
Would you have your kid do it?
Tim and Merle.
Okay.
You really can't have your kid do it because they're mourning. I mean,
Okay,
Right, that's
hold
what
on.
I'm-
Do you want to get shuttled there in the Fox body or a dent side?
To be honest,
The mud truck. Hold on. Do
You
you
get
want
there a
your-
lot faster
one
if
of-
you had more cubes.
one of my Ford trucks,
Do you want the last trip to be in your mud truck?
one of my trucks,
Blow up the engine right before. Well, sorry, dude. Well, I guess we're gonna bury it with you.
or Bocephus.
What's Bocephus?
Gazoon type. What?
You don't know what Bocephus is?
How do I somehow I do, but
I've heard of the name, but I can't think of.
Bocephus is
Well, Bocephus is Hank Williams.
yeah, junior.
But
Bocephus
Is that where you're calling the mud truck with an LS in it?
I think it's an El Camino.
Is it your hold on? Is it your Cavalier?
What is that 260 John Deere skid steer you have? Or is that a 250?
The one he's borrowing.
Well, he paid me for it.
No, his wife thinks she's borrowing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're borrowing it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
that's Bocephus.
Oh, ain't bad. I don't know. Really? There's cooler things.
That's Bocephus.
So, we had a trucking company here in town. And the guy's last ride, they put his casket on a fucking flatbed and cruised him around town.
That was Danny.
I saw one
Troy
bunch.
Massey, that's who
That
owns
was
it.
cool as fuck.
I saw
Troy J.
one
Massey owns Bocephus.
bunch of bobtail tractors pulled out, and they had I don't know if they have a special fifth wheel adapter for a coffin, but it was attached to where the fifth wheel is.
Yep. It's got a kingpin on it. It's a plate. Has carpet, tie-down straps, everything.
Greasy
slide it in
underside.
It's like that
Yeah.
meme where the coffin's sticking out of the back of the car. Jesus, that's Dad's second accident in a week.
So you back up to the hole and you pull pin. Shoots off.
I have been told that do not put carpet on a flatbed wrecker and put a casket on there.
Slides around.
Slip and slide.
It makes it slippery as hell, and then you drop the casket.
Well, was it one of the red ones?
Yes, but it was two people we know that were holding it when it dropped. When they slipped and both fell.
That wasn't the owner of Reading Opposite.
No, this was years ago.
Reed and greedy.
So does the casket drop and pop open?
No.
All right.
Was it an old man that worked there?
Years and years ago. I mean, the one of them hasn't worked there in 20 years.
Okay, so I got one that ask me off air. I'll
Okay.
tell you.
Dubs, what about you?
I never
Who's your
thought
six?
about it.
CJ's like two of them. CJ's like two of them.
He's thin now.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
like-
yeah. He's got to be that nerdy pushover HR guy.
Yeah.
I did had to do a harassment thing.
Really?
Some HR harassment in the workplace training. Basically, everything is harassment. You can't say anything. If someone else overhears you saying something to somebody else and gets offended, you can still get in trouble. No,
It's a diversity training.
it was basically everything is harassment. We'll tell you if you're too far.
I don't
Right.
call it harassment. I call it, you're a fucking pussy. You can't handle it.
Well, I
Can I say pussy?
Well, hold on. The worst part is, our HR guy is the guy who would not fire somebody who was talking about getting a hitman to assassinate his supervisor's wife. Really didn't like the supervisor. The HR guy wouldn't get rid of him.
that the badass biker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The HR's boss had to do the firing. Like, when it finally got to her, she saw it, was like, oh yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
And then you're on the hit list.
HR guys just
This
a
guy was a
pushover.
fucking idiot.
That's a long story. I don't want to get into.
No. As much as I try not to buy, especially now that we have this whole thing going where we start our shows with keep it local, I try not to buy anything from Amazon as much as possible, but there's certain things that it saves so much time and money. I had to return 2 things today. We need a UPS drop-off site for Amazon returns in Ionia.
Nearest one's Lowell.
Fuck yes. That sucks. And even Amy's like, there's no other ones around here. I'm like, yeah, I was just right next to one, but I had to have you print out that fucking return slip. So, we need a return joint.
UPS
I'm not throwing my name in
I
that.
just said,
That's
UPS Dropbox out the pilot.
That would have worked for one of them. The other thing has to be dropped off at a UPS.
Yeah.
Or just
Amazon.
don't buy anything from Amazon.
Yes.
Sorry. Why am I the only one laughing?
Fucking Amazon brings a semi to this house every week.
No, not. I've gotten a lot better.
Every time I walk in,
Dude, I want to have you know.
I don't know, is Ty back
So-
in it or is the car?
So Heaton gives me a lot of shit about it. He goes, "You guys start that show and you buy so much shit," and I'm like, "He's right. You know, I need to." So I will. I've been trying to buy. I'll go a little longer and fucking spend the time looking around here if I need something.
My wife's been in Florida for 2 weeks at her parents' house. I got one Amazon package.
Did you mix a drink?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I got one Amazon package dropped off at the house in 2 weeks.
Still vibrating.
And that was sandpaper, microfiber freaking rags, and weld-on freaking 3/8 chain hooks. That's the only thing he's got dropped off at my house in 2 weeks.
Did you text Buzz? Okay.
You're buying sandpaper on Amazon?
That's how he cleans his dildos.
He likes that rough texture.
It's
The man
It's cheaper.
hand feel.
to buy the 6-inch stick-on discs for a DA sander. Everywhere around here wants $40 a roll. I can get it for freaking $17 a roll off Amazon for 100 piece or 100 discs.
Does it last as long?
Yeah. I can't see spending $23 more,
I don't know.
and that's the whole problem I have is if it was reasonably priced, okay, I would buy it locally, but $23 more to buy it locally.
Over 100% extra.
I'm sorry, I'm cheap, and I'm also on right now the fact that Bidenomics is hitting hard.
Yeah, legit. The price of a belt for my machine, I'm going to swap.
I thought you were talking like for your waist. I'm like, that goes up every year.
So
It takes 2 cows to make a leather belt for him.
I should have just fucking bought one today. I probably still should Anyway, I was at Fox today and I
When
haven't.
we were at Fox, I would have dropped my thing off to get the oil changed.
You
you-
need it?
Yeah, I got 1,000 hours on it, or 1,000 miles on it.
100 hours yet? I'll look.
Why don't you just drop it off of your private shop?
Right next door.
Because he's fucking.
I don't even do
he's
the oil
on
change on
fucking-
mine, dude.
He's like, all right, my shop says I can't do that. And I'm like, that's fucking bullshit. I'm gonna find
Fuck
another
that.
shop. I look to the east. Fuck, there's that one there. Go back to the west.
I got a guy you can take it to. Yeah, yours. You wheel the piss out of yours, so it might be due. Anyway, the price of belts almost doubled.
From last year to this year?
And they're a little more locally. And I'm going to say it. I would rather give Amazon my money than Fox.
Well, Fox.
Because of what? Just
Has
mostly
a-
because of the things, like you had 2 incidents, 2 bikes with nothing but problems. A lot of people I know, every time they buy a fucking bike
2
there.
new bikes with nothing but issues.
Yeah, so
And I don't see supporting Full Throttle either. They were dicks every time I've
Oh,
been
they're
in
dicks.
there.
But it's
Village
not-
is great.
Hey,
Oh,
it's not their.
I love Village.
Village is
The
great.
bike has nothing to do with where you bought it. It's not like they're selling a cheaper
No.
Yamaha or a
No,
cheaper.
It was the
issue is their care for it afterwards. When it goes in the shop, they don't look too far into it and they just say, "Oh, the battery went dead. Charge it up, send it back." Batteries don't just die. And to
In his
assume
case-
that I just let the battery die
Fox's service department seriously fucking dropped the ball.
on
Yeah,
both
maybe
bikes.
Both
maybe
bikes.
not the products. The service you received was far below freaking
Yes.
acceptable.
Yeah.
It's far below.
Both bikes would just
Because
fucking
he
die.
sells it there. Their technicians are, when I bought mine,
I think
our
their
technicians are like the top of the notch, blah, 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 blah. They sell you all this, basically selling you.
They charge outrageous amounts for shop rate.
It's $135 or $145 an hour there.
Oh, that ain't bad.
No,
The
but
semi-truck shop's freaking $250 an hour.
Yeah, but that's a little bit different of a
you're
scale.
getting ripped off.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
What do you get paid? $250 an hour? Or?
Oh, at least,
I
yeah.
wish.
No, I had bad luck with Full Throttle and with Fox, but Valley, every time I've been there,
Village.
stop. What did I say?
Valley.
Yeah, Village, top notch. Every time I've been there.
Where's Village at? Is that on
Plainfield.
I mean, if it wasn't so,
I can't believe how many side
difficult
by
to
sides
get
that
to.
place has. They don't sell Can-Am though.
If it wasn't so difficult
say
to
they
get
do.
to,
Do they?
But they don't ever have any. They don't have that many of anything at all.
The last time I was in there, they had just side by sides is just stacked fucking deep. They couldn't get any more in there.
Last
So-
time I was there, it still had 36 bowling lanes.
Wow, it's been a minute.
Mm-hmm.
There's still one there. One.
I have a couple more in Waco. From that bowling alley.
Really? At your house?
No, Scott's and
so
Dad's.
Jesus, really?
since we're talking about bowling real quick, there's a guy out in Howell that has a bowling ball cannon, and he buys all the defective, like, ugly balls from bowling alleys across the country, gets them in by the skid load, and then he launches them.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see that, dude. I want to see that. I want
Dad
to.
used to have a tennis ball cannon.
Well,
Did he
he
make-
has one.
I got a spud
Well, I
gun.
mean, he used to fire
No.
it across the lake at Grandma and Grandpa's. It was mounted on the deck. And he would, from my grandparents' house, he could hit the front lawn at Scott's mom and dad's house.
Damn.
Yeah, it was.
Do you have a tennis ball launcher?
It's a spud gun.
No.
I do have a tennis ball launcher, right? That's a air.
No, you don't.
Upper.
No, I don't.
Nope.
No, I don't have a tennis ball.
he has a long
Paperweight.
stick that throws tennis balls.
This is
He
one
has
you pick the ball up and you throw it to your dog, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yep.
He has a World War II propeller fighter plane.
Okay. Yeah.
The decals on it?
Oh, yeah.
Decals.
That took a minute. Man.
Are we taking that out next week?
What?
Your airplane. Are we taking that out next week?
We could. I don't see why we don't.
Yeah, so
need
what
to.
is this about next week? Sorry, changing subject.
We're changing days. We're going to do it on Saturday. So actually, we're going to go out maybe pretty early. And Professor really wants to finger a thumb, a grand thumb.
And
whatever else we bring
AK
out.
rifle. He's interested in a rifle.
Well, I mean,
Not so much the pistol version.
we're gonna take toys out, and we're gonna have. Well, I got the paperwork already for the signing off, but everybody sign off on that and go.
Didn't
And
they come up with a new one? Didn't they make a new one for that?
Come up with a new one?
same old ones.
Oh, okay. Then we're good then.
They'll work.
We need to take that deck that's on that
I got.
single wide, and we need to make it actually a nice shooting range.
I know.
Put that so it's got a thing over it.
All
shooting
that
table.
dozer to push that fucking dirt, the small mound that's in front of between the bar and the gongs, push that fucking dirt back into the hill.
Speaking of which, that truck rolled over in that gravel pit?
He sent me a picture. I guess did you get a crane to get it out?
I had to
Where
go, I had to
where
go
were
to-
they dumping?
You know where you guys shoot skeet?
Yep.
Over that, and he got a little too far.
We'll just call that Skeet Hill. Skeet.
Skeet, skeet, skeet,
So,
motherfucker.
so what all are we doing next weekend? Are we shooting skeet or just target shooting?
I think it's just down there at the bar. But yeah, I got to take my drill out there anyway to get the new pistol boards I put up. I didn't put them up. Today I picked up sheets, 4x8 sheets, 3/4 inch thick plywood. Nice. Guys just throwing them out. So I'm a little worried because the one skid I got is pretty heavy, like heavy duty. have you look at it and see what you think about 9mm going through it or not. If it won't go through it, then we'll put it back farther, because I'm pretty sure 5.56 will go through it and everything else back there. But I mean, yeah, you look at it and you tell me. Otherwise, I've got plywood sitting out there that I can just stand up and just to staple shit to.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what. I mean, I haven't really been invited, but what I have to bring.
Oh, it's automatic.
Are we not doing skiing? It's so much fun.
I don't know. Let's.
Well,
see what he says.
we need to arrange a big skeet weekend because a lot of people.
Separate.
I was going to say, there's at least three of our coworkers that want to do skeet. At least three.
3? Jover.
Joe Burt, Paulie, and Tommy T.
Oh yeah, Tommy. Yeah. Yeah, Tommy bought a new one. He's all excited about that. That's right. Duh.
Either way, something we'll have to arrange.
Okay.
We need to pull the shooting range back further.
Yeah.
Like when you come around that corner, like you take that road, that's where it needs to be the building, because you need to shoot guns at a further distance. Because
Well, can we get the mound of dirt blocking the scale house trailer in moved so we can drag that trailer back?
so I'm gonna tell them, because I'm saving them a shitload of money by bringing all that brick and dirt, and then they're gonna push all that sand over it. That I don't want all this shit pushed around and stuff. So like, you know where the container's at, and you look in west, there's that big pile of dirt that just sits there doing nothing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have them push all that shit up, and
Okay. Let them burn their fuel.
I got something to talk to you about after we go off air, too.
That little scale shack, we can move that over by the range.
For what? Just to shoot at, or?
I don't think you can
Stand
move
in.
it. It'll just fall apart.
Yeah, let it fall apart. We've got on
You
the
can't
other
move it
one.
either, because there's like concrete this thick going up to that.
Oh no, I got a 7.3. It's fine.
On the other one, there's a porch off the back. I got to take my drill out there and disconnect it from the trailer,
Sawzall.
and
Might
then
just take a chainsaw.
I already dug one of the posts down. I haven't found concrete. I never found concrete.
You
to
probably
down,
didn't concrete.
which would be even cooler.
So just pull it out of the freaking ground. And,
We can try. It's gonna take equipment.
well, you got a skid steer down there, the excavator still, or are those balls gone?
Oh, I can get one down there.
Well, I can bring skid steer over too with the forks.
You
And
gonna
then
go
then
pick
we-
up some of that lumber?
Do you
that
have-
wood in Lansing?
No, I didn't.
We need fork extensions.
I have some.
I don't.
Yours might work. They're kind of shitty, but they might work.
No, I have some that go on our forks.
Yeah,
that-
I know. I've used them, and something wasn't right with them. Can't remember what it was. They didn't stay on or
One was
something.
about-
They might work because
Yeah, sorry, I don't have fork extensions.
it's like 8 feet from one big beam in the ceiling to the next one, or 6 feet. I can't remember. So we might be able to make something. But is it only 4 posts
Yes.
on that?
When we went down and looked at it on the side by side that one night, there's
Okay.
only 4 posts.
I dug one of them up. I didn't. Hopefully that's it. Hopefully it comes right. It'd be awesome if it just pops right out of the ground.
Yeah, and you could build a table all the way 3 sides where you could,
Dude, you know what else
lay
I
stuff
seen?
out.
Talking about that? I seen somebody make a shooting bench out of one of those spools.
I got another spool today.
I saw a picture of that.
It's pretty cool. But I also seen, I got dimensions of another shooting bench saved in my phone too.
All right.
Of another one that looks real cool.
I delivered, like I said, 4 sheets of plywood. So the gong stand, I'm gonna bolt the 1 sheet right to the bottom of it, and then we can staple cardboard, whatever you want for long range, zeroing in. Once you zero in, then you can
Anyways,
send it.
Here's to those who wish us well.
all the rest can go to hell.